welcome to another episode of SLC Punkcast Live and Wired. Talking about shows that are happening or have happened, but we happen to attend around the world. Mostly from our little nick of the woods. But we know that you guys are, listen to us on a global scale. There's a lot of people everywhere who like to listen to us. And, maybe there's a show coming near you that you want to check out and you don't even know about. So for all of you guys who are listeners here in our respective Salt Lake City, let me tell you about some of the shows that I have attended. I attended one that was the Prikcast 1 year anniversary, the birthday of the Prikiganda podcast. And it is an awesome podcast. Go check it out if you haven't already because it's fun. It is really fun. It's music based. So you're already in the right place. And anyway, there was a show that he put together with the bands Al Ghul, Acid Hologram, Cudney, Pine Walker, Folk Hogan, and Satan himself, who really was just the sort of buffer, the little sideshow entertainment as the bands were setting up. But he was still funny for a while. After a while, towards the end of the night, his shtick was starting to wear off. But regardless, it was still a fun time. I was there all day, right from the fucking first band. That was, God, who was in the first band? I think the first band was Satan himself. The Satan himself was the first act, and then Folk Hogan got up on the stage, and buddy, those guys always perform so elegantly. I mean, they're fun. They're always so vibrant on stage. And Moses McKinley, their mandolin player / lead singer, was wearing booty shorts. That was a lot of fun to watch. He was so sexy in them. Anyway, Pine Walker, they are just simply a brutal ass band. Just that heavy, sort of progressive sludge metal type shit that you could get from listening to most Mastodon or High on Fire. That type of stuff. It's really good. They do it very well, and they are as bludgeoning as ever. They have one song that's 12 minutes long. 12 minutes long. And they saved that for the last. They said, this is our last song. That's 12 minutes. Kind of punking with people. Oh boy. Acid Hologram. That was the band that went on first. Anyway, Acid Hologram, I've seen them a bunch of times. I'll see them a bunch more times because, goddammit, they are just so good at what they do. And what was funny about this specific set they played a cover song that no one would ever expect. No one. It was the song, I don't remember what the song title is, but it's the Fuck the Pain Away from the band Peaches. Or the rapper Peaches. I don't know much about that band, but I know that song is a lot of fun. And just to hear Acid Hologram just yell those lyrics, suck it on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. It was killing me. I'm just there just like vibing. I know what you guys are doing. And I don't care. You guys are fucking funny for doing so. So yeah, love Acid Hologram. And then, oh boy, Cudney. They fucking killed it. They were the show closers. They were the closers of that show. And they are so animated up on stage. They are so talented, just so good at what they do. They even brought a can of hams for me to shotgun out in the front of Aces. And I apparently don't know the technique of shotgunning a beer. Well, I mean, I know how to, but as far as like popping the shit open with your thumb, they say, don't bend your elbow. Don't bend your elbow. Just go, I don't know. I think I had it too close to the base where the metal is thicker because it's, curving. So I have a lot to learn, but their performance was fucking great. It was one of their better shows. They even got encored, and they're like, okay, we had this on reserve specifically for when we get encored, and they play the song Too Many Puppies by Primus. Oh, that was a good one. I've only seen one other band cover Primus. It was a band, I can't remember their name, but I saw them play in a parking lot at Downtown Music. They covered John the Fisherman. It was fucking fun when that happens. So yeah, Prikfest, the 1 year anniversary. What a great show, great time, great friends, great booze, and great food. And it kind of sucks on that notion because Aces has had to shut down their kitchen because their lead chef, Tyler Barani, has called it quits. He's no longer working the kitchen at Aces because he is getting very, very busy musically. So good for him. Fucking more power to you, Tyler. We're gonna miss your skills behind the stove. He was a great cook. I mean, he still is, but it just sucks that I won't be able to have it on reserve anymore, at least for the time being. Well, we'll see what the future holds for Ace's Kitchen. Anyways, talking of the future, what does the future hold for shows that are coming up in Salt Lake? Well, there's a lot. There is a lot. Again, on January 17th, there will be the Photography Showcase, featuring the works of Emily Lauren, Diego Andino, Jesse Carlton, Jade Whitlock, and Rick Avalos. And musical counterparts will be added to this with Run Into the Sun, Portraits, and Sutures. That'll be at Fellowship Sober Hall. It is only $15, and it starts at 8 p.m. Then on the 18th, I plugged this show a lot for the past couple of weeks, but Critical Rage Theory, the Rage Against the Machine cover band, is playing a show at Aces High, and we will be, when I say we, I mean the Apathetics, will be playing with them, along with the band Clem. This is going to be a fun show. I'm excited to get my rage on. I said this is going to be a rager. It's critical that you show up. In theory, it will be a rager. Okay, I'm done. What else is going on? Well, on the 19th, God is War, Lana Del Rey's, and Last will be playing up at Aces High Saloon. Oh, I forgot, that last show, $10. $10 if you want to come through. This show that I'm currently talking about, $20. And both of those shows start at 8 p.m. So yeah, there's that one. On the 24th, Blood Lemon and Nadezhda will be playing at the DLC. That will be $15, starts at 8 p.m. And then also on the 24th, well, Hi-Fi Murder, MPNK, and the Apathetics will be playing a show at Ice House. At Ice House, starting at 9 p.m. I don't have the admittance fee information currently, but it's going to be a fun show. Hi-Fi Murder, they played the Ice House multiple times, and mine and Josh's old band Suburban Hellkill played with them a lot. So did Life Has a Way, Kid's other band. Kid is the guitarist of MPNK. That's his other band. Well, actually, no, it's still his other band, because now he's playing guitar in One Too Many's as well. I'm not going to give you a history lesson of all the fucking lineup changes in the Salt Lake punk scene, but the point was, when he was still in Life Has a Way, and Suburban Hellkill was still a thing, and the band The Mindless from Roosevelt were still a thing, we would all play shows together. We were the big four of Salt Lake dad punk. It was pretty cool. And I was the youngest. I was just along for the ride. Nah, not for the ride. I was having a good time with them. Played a lot of fun shows, and we were always playing the Ice House and also Liquid Joe's together, but Ice House was better, because Liquid Joe's sucks. I will go on record by saying that. So yeah, 24th, Ice House, 9 p.m. On the 25th, this is going to be a busy day. First up, we have Beyond All Doubt, Impact, No Choice, and Forever War, with X's on either side, X Forever War X, at Fellowship Hall. $15 to enter, and that shit starts at 8:30. That's a late show, folks. 8:30, boy. Anyway, meanwhile, over at Aces High, we will have the Mormon Land Ritual, featuring the acts of Dethrone the Sovereign, Sacrilegion, Become the Void, Cosmlurk, and Wicked Temple, and Dan Doity Vultures. Them Dan Doity Vultures. I got them set up for a show in April. More on that in the next few months. Anyway, that's going to be starting at 6 p.m. Be $15 to enter. And finally, on the 25th, the band Short Fuse is making a comeback. This is a once and only comeback for these guys. Short Fuse was a street punk band from Salt Lake. They were on for a few years before breaking up in, I think 2020 was when they officially called it quits. And we were so sad to see them go. We were so sad to see them go. They were a fucking great band, and we didn't think that this was ever going to happen because their singer Badger, Brandon, he moved all the way to fucking Thailand to continue in Muay Thai training, and he's still doing Muay Thai, and he'll be coming back to, and he's been coming back to Utah, and he decided, and I don't exactly remember how the idea of a reunion came to fruition, but it's happening. It's happening, and I am hosting this show at my house. And also, we're going to get a sit-down with the Short Fuse boys. We'll be sitting down with Badger and their guitarists Chris and Logan. Not pictured will be Andrew. He is terrible to get a hold of. But if we can get him, great. But if we can't, well, we got the bulk of the guys here. So we'll be interviewing them on Monday. Check out that interview when it comes out next week. And as for the show. Should be pointing here. The show is going to be with the Adjusters, Exponential Rat, and Repeller. That's going to be an $11 entry fee. It's going to be at my house, the fucking Poser Palace. If you need to know where that is, well, message me or message any of the bands. Message anyone putting on the show. If you want to show up, it's going to be a fucking rager, folks. It's going to be so crazy. It's going to remind me of the Angry House. This will be the first real punk show Poser Palace has hosted. Oh, it's going to get crazy. So I'm excited for that one. January 25th, it's going to be a busy, busy, busy day for me. So enjoy it, folks. Anyway, that's all I got for the shows in the upcoming next couple of weeks or so. And I hope you guys have a fantastic fortnight ahead of you. And I hope that you see a lot of great bands. And be sure to share the wealth. Just share your experiences with everybody, because this is what makes life worth living. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Another episode of Live and Wired in the books, at least for me. Now, Dustin is going to take the reins from here.
And now we go around the world in no particular order. We're going to start with Sheer Terror, who is on their 40 Years of Go Screw tour, Snowburden Winter Run. As of today, the 17th, they'll be in Birmingham, Alabama. And as you can see, the rest, Nashville, Tennessee on the 18th, Memphis, Raleigh, North Carolina, Knoxville, Tennessee, Chesapeake, Virginia on the 23rd, Philly on the 24th, and wrapping it up next week in Albany at Empire Underground. Next, we've got Noise, who's doing a couple shows on the East Coast. They'll be in Philly on the 18th, and they'll be in New York City at Berlin on the 19th. That Philly show is actually George and Johnny's birthday bash on the 18th. Starts at 2 p.m. Goes till whenever it looks like. Free for all ages, but donations at the door. It's got some of that information there on the flyers. You can go to any of those bands for sure, including Pissed and Broke. That lineup is stacked. I think Pissed and Broke posted that they're playing like at 4:30, something like that. So you got to get there early to see all these bands, and every one of them is awesome. You have Strike First, Pissed and Broke, Broken Heroes, The Backstabbers, Bullshit Detector, Intimidation, Klaxon, all great. Fatskins featuring Mike Oxley and Strike First doing Fatskin stuff. The Take, amazing, and Noise. So a lot of great stuff. That'll be in Upper Darby, West Philly at American Legion Post 214. Then we've got Curb Stomp in Germany, in Barak, I believe, on January 18th at 8 o'clock with Collapse and Mudhead. Free and cheap drinks and vegan food, so get there, killer bands. Next up, we've got Punk Night, which is tonight, Friday, January 17th, featuring Adam and the Breaknecks, Year 001, 12 Steps to Nothing, Double Plus All Right Acoustic. It's at the Fireside in Alameda in California. Doors are at 7. It's $10, 21 and older, so make sure you get there. Love the flyer. Again, I say it every time, but that's why we do this. Feature all these cool flyers that people come up with. Such a variety and very creative, including this one, Pissed and Broke. They are today, because they're going to be at that show tomorrow in Philly. Today, they'll be in Brooklyn on 23 Meadows Street, and they will be playing with The Take, Recreational Outrage, Battery March, and Beat Cop. Doors are at $6, $15 in advance, and at this point, you're going to have to spend $20 at the door if you don't have those tickets. Next, if you go to Denver today is a very busy day. I'm jealous for all those people with all these great shows to go to, but the doors are at 8 on the 17th for Fast Eddie at High Dive in Denver. You'll also get to see our pals in Battle Sites, plus Held to Pay and Flight Kamikaze, and DJ Ethan will be there as well. Then Fistmas in Kingston, New York, featuring, it's Fistmas Part 6, to be specific, a celebration and benefit for Bob Gibson. It is Saturday the 18th, $6 to $9 donation, 7 p.m. until the bands get done. And those bands are Fake Lighters, Chum Huffer, Bobby Edge, Sketchy, OC45, The Jukebox Romantics, Aggro or Die, and Shark Fist. Half those bands we played on the podcast. Other half definitely should check out if they're playing with these cool bands. Then on Saturday, January 18th in Martinsburg, West Virginia, you can go see Wayward Brigade, Deliberate Strangers, FYA, and Meanderthal at Tilty McFlippers. Love that venue name. It's a pinball bar. Doors are at 7, shows at 8, $5, and it is an all-ages show, so get everybody there. Enjoy the punk. In Las Vegas, they got a series of locals-only shows featuring a variety of bands there, ska, hardcore, post-punk, surf punk, and just some Vegas punk in general. All these are January dates. Hopefully they'll have something else coming up, putting those out for other days. But on the 17th, you can go see the Swank Bastards with the Easy, the Hideaway. On the 18th, a Joan Jett tribute set, Goldie Vegas and the Playboys. Then the Has-Nots and IDFI, cool band there. I know that I just played them recently. At Friday the 24th next week, you'll get Broke in Vegas. Doors are at 8 on this show, by the way. Broken Vegas with Bad Days Only and Dead at Midnight. Then on the 25th, the Fall Aparts, Sandbox Bullies, and Brutal Resistance. And all these are at the Punk Rock Museum, in case I didn't point that out already. That's who's playing these shows. And it's all locals only at the Punk Rock Museum. And then you can see there on the 31st, looks like, I want to say TBS, The Quitters, and Al Gore Rhythm. So cool lineup there at the Punk Rock Museum. Then on the 17th today in Austin, Texas, at Kick Butt Coffee, you can go see Nyx, cool hardcore band there with Intrusion, Out of Sight, and No Association. So come check those out. I forgot to tell you that the tickets are $10. Make sure you get there. It starts at 7. Then Second Coming is doing a show in Fullerton, California. It looks like Program, Programme. I think that might be the name of the venue. Make sure you respect the spot. It's Second Coming, Stand Tall, and Silenced, who's got a new release coming out on Indecision Records. So be at that show if you can be. It's all ages, 7 p.m., $10. Respect the spot. No booze, no drugs, no bullshit. Next up, we've got an Apogee BMX nonprofit benefit show at What's Left Records, which is in Colorado Springs. This show will be January 17th as well. Like I said, January 17th, packed no matter where you go. Doors are at 7:30, $15, all ages. Got the QR code there on the flyer, but you can also go to Discount Vodka. They'll be there. Go to their Instagram page, more details. War Grime, or maybe that's War Crime. Can't read the font right. War Crime makes more sense. Nope, it's actually War Grime. I did read it right. Bad Anatomy and Human Wound. Then we go to Hub City Stompers on February 7th at Pino's Bar. That's in Highland Park, New Jersey. It's $12 admission, 18 and older. Doors are at 7. Hub City Stompers with the Best of the Worst and the Crypt Keeper 5. I like that flyer too. If you're going to be in Melbourne, Florida, then you should definitely go to this show. It's the Beach Stomp Fest, February 7th and 8th. Stacked lineup, man. It's $35 advance, $45 at the door, $60 for the weekend. And doors are at 5. It's an all-ages show. On the right side of the flyer, you can see all of the sponsors. And then the bands, The Virus, The Prowlers, Cinderblock, Klaxon, 45 Adapters, The Stress, XL Bully, Gavel, Veneno, Vicious Dreams, Sick Dogs, Pena Maxima, Wired Up, The Attack, Acta Non Verba, loaded there in Melbourne, Florida. So go check out that festival, Beach Stomp Fest. Then on February 2nd, go see the New York Hounds. Love that band. This lineup right here is absolutely stacked too. And it starts at 3:30. It's February 2nd, and it will be at the Middle East downstairs in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So go see Haywire with New York Hounds, Skinhead, Leave No Doubt, Beton Army, and Rabid Few. Loaded. It's $30, but man, you're getting some killer bands, and it's an all-ages show. So get everybody out there. It's 3:30. Go see it on the 2nd. Then we've got the Outsider Magazine Show Presents, and this is January 24th. This is in Windsor, New York, at Full Kitchen. No, I think it's a place called Full Kitchen and Bar. No, the OCNY Veterans Center. There we go. It has a full kitchen and bar. Go to Outsider Magazine on Instagram for more details, but you get to see RBNX, the Car Bomb Parade. They're doing a split release for those two bands, and then Scarborough and Subtle Title. I'm probably not saying it right. I bet it's something more clever than what I'm making it out to be. 7 p.m., all ages, and it is $10, but get there for that cool split EP release. On January 25th in Tempe, Arizona, looks like Oi the Clubhouse is where you need to be for a 21 and older show. 7 p.m., $10, and you'll get to see Toledo Panic out of California, The Besmirchers, Knife's Edge, and Corky's Leather Jacket. Killer lineup on that one for Arizona. The Dogs will be on tour, and I believe these are the Dogs from the UK, but they're heading over to Spain, and they'll be in Barcelona on the 23rd of this month. Donostia, Antiguaco, Frontoya on the 24th, Bilbao on the 25th, and Bordeaux, looks like that might be in France on that one. So really cool tour that the Dogs are doing. The recent release, Total Dog Shit, is out on Mandeco Discog. Great flyer for this one. Next, we've got two shows from a great band, Impact Driver. First show is going to be this Friday, today, January 17th, with the Uprise record release show for Friends, Fight, and Fun. Then you got the Heels, Rage and Ruin, Impact Driver. It's at Ortlieb's in Philly. Doors are at 7. First band's at 8. $25. Brought to you also by Violator Records. Love that label. And then you can go on February 1st to see Impact Driver playing the annual Mama Chaos Birthday Bash with RIP. F-A-F-A? Is that just F-A-F-A? Or you can see it on there. I don't know if I'm getting that right. The War Lovers, Max Hysteria, The Human Fund, and it's at Scottish Dave's Pub in Clinton, Connecticut. $15 in advance, so do so. But if you go to the door, it's $20. It's 21 and older. You got a Venmo down there for the pre-sales. Doors are at 7. Music is at 8. Last show is going to be at Elise Montmartre in Paris. I hope there's going to be a show. If anybody knows any shows, the last couple days of January, that weekend, in 2 weeks, thereabouts in Paris, because I'll be in Paris for a week. Let me know. I'd love to see him. I haven't found any yet. Unfortunately, this one right here, which I'd love to go to, is this weekend, Saturday the 18th. But you get to see 8-6 Crew, Los Tres Puntos, and Bromure also playing. And so, great flyer. Wish I was going to be there. Hoping to get to find a show for that weekend. And if you know of any, let me know. Otherwise, have yourself a great week. This has been Live and Wired, brought to us by us here at SLC Punkcast. We'll catch you on the next one.